The Ready for a Relationship podcast helps people just like you who find themselves single and alone in their later years get unstuck and break the pattern to move forward and build the loving relationship you expected to have at this point in your life. Discover how to build your relationship with confidence in a fun, easy, loving way so that you are the right person for your right person. And if you enjoy the show and want to share some love, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. It all really helps. Here's Suzanne, the host of your show.
Hello, everyone. Suzanne here. We've got another Ready for a Relationship podcast. And today you've got just me. And I want to talk about, maybe appropriately, saying being alone for the holidays. Okay. We've just had Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you are celebrating is coming up. Everyone around you is going to parties, is celebrating, and perhaps you find yourself, shall we say, alone, right, without the partner. If that's something that you're like, hey, this is great, I want to stay this way, maybe you should head to a different podcast. Right? We're all about relationships here, finding relationships and empowering ourselves to live better lives. So, of course, there are things, if you are ready for a relationship, you are looking for a relationship, you are not in exactly the situation you choose to be in right now. There may still be things when you think, holidays coming up, there may still be things that make you glad. I would love to hear what those things that make you glad are. Put them in the comments, send me a note. This is open discussion time, folks. And then I would also like to hear anything that maybe makes you sad. And it's 100% normal to say, well, I like this, not crazy about this, right? 100% normal to say, this kind of makes me sad over the holidays that I don't have someone to blank with. Okay? When you're thinking about this, and if you're writing about this, it's important to note it. It's important to write it down. And I would love to hear it. However, of course, you know me, we want to focus on the happiness, on what you can do to make the best of the holiday season, no matter where you find yourself. So we're going to look at two things today. One, I would like to talk about how to enjoy it, how to put yourself in that good place so you make the most of this time and you don't waste it pining or feeling sad or depressed, because this is a terrible time to feel depressed. Okay, so number one, we're going to talk about how to make the best of it. And number two, we're going to talk about ideas that I have so you can plan so this doesn't happen again, right? So that you find your space, your personal joy for yourself, as well as maybe that special someone that you can spend your holidays with. And who knows, Valentine's Day, that may be it. Summer holidays, we're talking we've got a whole year to plan for the next big major holiday. So first, let's talk about focusing on the good. Is how about we focus on the things that we love to do around the holidays? Make a list of things that make you happy. And then my suggestion is plan to do them. It's important that we still celebrate and we enjoy our life, even when we feel it's not perfect, because guess what? Perfection is an illusion anyway. So let's make the best of it. Find the things that you love to do and go out and do them. You find a friend or you go out and you do them yourself. And it occurred to me when I was thinking about this podcast, there's a really awesome book out there, and it's called God on a Harley. I can't remember the author. I have the book, but I'm not going to run away right now and search for the book, but it's called God on a Harley. I'm sure you're going to find it out there. And it's the story, a very beautiful story of a woman. And by the way, folks, this is for men too. If you're listening in, this is just applies just as much to a man. This particular story is about a woman who had a major breakup and was not happy with her life. And she was shown the way to not go out and put on the party clothes and the things she thought was sexy, but to just become herself. Put on her comfortable jeans, put on her comfortable sweater, go out and enjoy the things that she loves to do. And when you do that, when you stop thinking that I have to be a certain way for someone else, life becomes easier. You become a little bit happier, maybe a lot happier, and a lot more relaxed with your life. So she, in this instance, started wearing less makeup. As I said, her favorite jeans, her favorite shirt. She would go to places that she really loved and do things she really loved. And you know what happens? It turns out when we're ourselves, when we're really calm in ourselves and we're not trying to pretend to be someone else for something we think we want, we actually could end up finding that ideal person. Simply doing what we love, dressed in what we love, in how we feel best. So, suggestion number 1 from Suzanne is make the list of all the things that you love doing over the holidays and just start doing them with love and gratitude and enjoyment. And it's okay. Enjoy the fact that you can be alone. Doesn't have to be forever, will not be forever, but it's really important to enjoy this time in your life. So that's suggestion number 1. And, please try to take it in the best possible light, because you know what? Holidays is no time to go into a depression. It's no time to go into a funk. Perhaps people who have gone through that. It's not a joyous time. So let's find our joy and let's help others find their joy through us finding our joy. Make sense? Thank you. Alrighty, so the second thing I want to talk about is focusing on how to make the changes you want to make so that you find your ideal relationship. So suggestion number 1 in this one is write out the things that you love about yourself. It's going to be a 3-step process, okay, folks? So first thing, you're going to say, Suzanne, you're kind of crazy. I don't like anything about myself. Or that's just dumb. I can name things. Humor me. Grab your favorite pen and a piece of paper. Well, that's how I like to write. And it's actually nicer than typing this out. So I am actually going to make the suggestion that you write it out, because that's part of the process too of putting the good thoughts into your head. Write it out with your favorite pen and a piece of paper in a beautiful journal, if you like, and say things I love about me. And I know we've been taught since the time we were little, at least most of us, don't brag, honey. Don't talk about yourself. Don't think too much of yourself. And I'm going to say hogwash. Now, more than ever, we need our confidence back. So it's super important that we say, I like this about me. And what is it going to be? Pick some favorite characteristics or things you're good at. I love the fact that I'm so organized. Or I love the fact that I'm so spontaneous. Or I love the fact that I really have great legs. I really like my hair. Guys, I really like my hair. I really like my facial features, right? You do the same thing. This is for men and for women. Why? Because you want to know your inner strength. You want to know the things that you love about you. Why? Because they're going to show your confidence. All right. It's all about your level of confidence. It will help you interact in every aspect of your life so much more easily. So the things you love about you, where do we continue? Right? I love that. I love to dance. I love nature. I love this about myself. I love that about myself. Try to find all the things, little, small, big, find all the things that you love about yourself and write them down. Point number 2. What would you like to find? What are the characteristics you want from an ideal partner? Okay, this ideal love relationship you're looking for. You can put down some physical characteristics, right? You can say in shape, into fitness, dark hair, blonde hair. Sometimes we have that kind of preference. But also the things, loves to read books, loves to be out in nature, loves to travel, go visit cities, loves to be in the city, loves pets. I don't know, whatever it is that you say, my ideal person, I would love if they had these attributes. Great sense of humor, right? Write that list out. And then I have a third list for you. You getting writer's cramp yet? Pour a coffee, pour a glass of wine. Do this over a period of time. Do this over a day. But I'm going to say it's important to do because number 1, we're talking about healing ourselves. We're talking about feeling good about ourselves. So it's super important to do that. What do I like? What do I enjoy? What do I appreciate about myself? That's important. Number 2, what do I desire in my relationship? If we don't have that clarity, how is the universe going to know? How is that other someone going to know that we're going to be a match if we're not clear in what we want? Right? I want someone who treats me well. How about that? Right? I want someone who appreciates me just for who I am. I can be natural around them. It's important to state what you want because if you don't know what you want, you get swayed and you may find someone who wants you, but they're not the right fit. And you're going to go with them because, hey, they make me feel loved right now or whatever it is, but they're not the right fit. So you've got to know. You've got to know what you're going for. Number 3 in that list is, what are the things that you would love to be doing with this special someone? Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? Are you going to specific restaurants? Are you going for walks? Are you traveling? Are you sitting at home by the fire? Are you out in nature? What are you dancing? What are the things? Are you feeling this? You'll know you have it when you start smiling. Okay? When you start smiling and you start feeling good, then you're going to know you're in the right place. On all 3 of these things, as well as the things that you can do, the first list I started, while you're alone, how to enjoy those alone times, right? How to enjoy that. When you start writing your lists and you start smiling and you realize that you start to feel better, you'll know that you're on the right track. If you get to a point where you say, this is just depressing, yeah, right, I'm never going to get any of this or enjoy any of this. If you feel that, it's the wrong timing. Stop, put your pen down, go out for a walk, do some exercise, shake it up, shake your body up. That's always a good way to cleanse and get bad energy out of you. Shake your body up. Find the time, find the way that you can feel good and start to feel good about this. Like, maybe it's a possibility, right? And if you need to, contact me, contact a friend, contact someone who can support you. I was just talking with a friend the other day and I said, when you talk to someone, if when you're finished and you're leaving, if you feel better, if you feel somewhat uplifted, they're the right person to talk to. If you're feeling alone or depressed or angry or sad, and you're not uplifted by your conversation, they were the wrong person to talk to about this kind of thing. Maybe they're good at other things, but in this particular area, if you're not feeling uplifted, you don't want to go to them with this subject. And if you're not feeling uplifted in general, every time you're with this person, maybe plan to see a little bit less of them, right? Suzanne's Wisdom 101, if you will. So we're going back to what are the things that you desire to be doing with a partner. And while you're doing that, think about, can I start to do even some of these things alone and add them to the list above? And I can pretty well guarantee that if you take those last 3 lists that we were talking about and you read them daily, add to them, read them, say them out loud, add in, I am so happy and grateful now that, and put in a buffer if you want, because sometimes the distance from being alone to being in a relationship is too big a gap sometimes for us to see and envision. If we're going, yeah, right, that's the time to put in some buffer words. I'm so happy and grateful I'm moving in the right direction to find this person. I'm so happy and grateful I'm feeling better about me, and that's going to help attract the right person into my life. And I know that everything will happen in perfect timing. Okay. So it's time to relax and enjoy the holidays. Okay. Relax and enjoy. Find the things you love. Do the things you love. Focus on your future and the added joy of what's going to happen next year when it's time for the holidays. What's that going to look like? Stop and create that full picture of this is what it's going to be like when I find my special someone, and this is what we're doing, and this is what's happening, and this is where we're going, and do the little daydream for that. And as you're enjoying right now, enjoy right now to the max. And as you're enjoying right now, you can be saying, oh, and I'm going to give even more gratitude because I'm feeling good about myself. I'm more relaxed, and I'm going to find that special someone. I know they're there. I know they're there, right? So, folks, this is all about focus. Yes, I know sometimes it's not easy. I'm not going to gloss over that. I know there are times when it's tough, especially if your breakup has been recent. You are going to feel all over the stream of emotions, like you're going to be mountains and valleys, and it's not going to be as easy to do the things that I say. However, I'm going to remind you that life is all about our focus. And it's every second of every day we have an opportunity to focus on what we desire to think about, how we desire to act, to respond, and what we do. So if you find yourself in a little bout of depression, I want you to recognize, oh, wait a minute, I strayed into that. I don't want to be there. What's my happy thought? What's the one little thing that can bring me out? And at that moment, you change what could be days of depression into, it gets shorter and shorter. That was only 5 minutes. What? I caught myself. Right? It's what do you choose to focus on? And I guarantee if you focus on the good stuff, you're going to find a lot of good stuff in your life, and you're going to have a lot of honest, happy gratitudes. Again, I'm going to tell you, I'm here for you. I want you to have a happy life. I want you to find this joyous relationship because I believe everyone in the world deserves that. And I will try to help as many people as I can. So if you find yourself in a hard place and you need a little help getting up, please contact me. I just want to support you. Also, let you know that we have support on our website. My website is readyforarelationship.com. That may be you. It's probably why you're listening to this, right? Go to readyforarelationship.com. I have blogs there for you. I have other podcasts there for you. They're both on audio and video. And I also have a gift for you, a 30-minute masterclass that I did. And it's important. It's talking about baggage that we carry. Think of Santa. Santa's baggage is good. Our baggage, chances are it's full of a lot of crap we don't need to carry around anymore, and it's weighing us down. So in that masterclass, I do my best to try and help you start to clear some of that stuff out so you start to feel a little happier, feel a little less weight on those shoulders, and start to enjoy life more. So again, I hope this has been worthwhile for you. Please let me know. And I'm going to suggest you look for that easy, fun lovin'. Know that it's possible for you, because what could be better than some easy, fun lovin'? Happy holidays. Make it a good one. Look for the best. And I'll see you in our next podcast, if not before. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Here we are at the end of the podcast, and you just got some Suzanne lovin'. If you got value out of this podcast and you want to spread some love too, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. And who was it that you were thinking about who could also be uplifted by it? Share it with them now. Catch you next time.